Hey everyone. Hopefully you guys had a good week. It was a busy week here. I feel like we have landed into the throes of it for sure. We're like into the full-fledged, yeah, everyone's back at school, everyone's back at work, holidays are over. But it's going good. Just trying to remember what we talked about last week. I actually, many times throughout the week, that came to me about trust the timing and not having to control, like, oh, everything has to go exactly like this. Just kind of being a little bit more in the flow and a little more trusting that the important things that need to be done will be done. So that was actually really helpful for me, considering it was a pretty energetic week. I guess that's the best way to put it. The weather here is absolutely beautiful, so I've been really enjoying that, getting outside and enjoying just the outside. And along with that timing, trying to make, for me, as a mom and kids and all of those things, teacher, of course, can be a challenge, right? To make time for yourself. So for me, I've been trying to do that like first thing in the day before the busyness of the day takes over. And that's been going well. So I'm hoping I'm going to be able to keep up with that. And the nice weather has made it really nice and easy. So I've been enjoying that. Today, this is actually my absolute newest deck. I just got it a couple of weeks ago. We're going to do an oracle pull from, it's the Sacred Destiny Oracle deck. I'll just put it up here. Get a good look at it by Denise Lynn. So Sacred Destiny Oracle deck. So it says it's a deck to discover the landscape of your soul. So I'm really interested in this one. I've tried it a few times, like since I got it, and it's been really interesting. And they're very beautiful cards, really well done. So I'm excited to do that with you guys today. So I'm just going to give the, me, the deck a shuffle, just looking off, and I'm just going to go until I feel that inspiration. There we go. Okay, give them a good shuffle. I'm really curious what kind of messages we're gonna get today. Usually really super appropriate. So coming into busy work week and beginning of that week, let's see. Okay, I'm feeling that urge to pull that top card. Let's take a look. Oh, interesting. Okay, I've never pulled this one from the deck yet, so this is a new one. It says power. So let's give you a good look at it. It's really beautiful. See that thunder and lightning storm. There we go. It just says power. So I don't know what you, my initial like feeling when I see that, like I absolutely, and we all have different backgrounds with things, but I absolutely love thunder and lightning storms. And so I think I get that feeling of like that aliveness, that power whenever, especially like really good lightning show. I absolutely love that. So that one really like kind of spoke to me about that, get the energy going kind of feeling. So let's take a look at the actual write up here in the book. I'm really intrigued. Okay. Okay. Power. There we are. So mountain thunder. That's true. I did see, I'll put it back up there again. You see the mountains in the background. My eyes went right to the thunder because I absolutely love thunder, or the lightning. I absolutely love that. We see so it says mountain thunder. Like the fist of God thrusting up toward the heavens, the stark, ragged mountain holds firm as thunderbolts crash down on all sides. Interesting. The sound is deafening as it echoes from mountain peak to mountain peak. Mountains represent strength, power, and permanence. So, like you think of a big mountain, it's unmoving. It's like lots can happen around a mountain and it's still there. It's still like basically untouched. Any seasons, any activity, right? As well as being a potent symbol for attaining spiritual heights as they extend into the sky toward the heavens. Thunder and lightning traditionally represent surging power. I think I talked a little bit about that already. Enlightenment and revelations of divine matters. Thunder ignites our deeper self and activates our primal and deep emotions. Interesting. So getting the feeling of like that surging power to like open up to maybe more of our true selves. That's how I kind of feel that, right? Whatever interpretation you have of that. And the thunder igniting that deep self, deeper self, really interesting, activates the primal and deep emotions, which sometimes when we hear that, we're like, primal and deep emotions, that sounds really scary. But that's just energy, right? That's energy that's probably needs to move through us. So that's interesting. Can we hold space for that? Right? That's interesting. Together, the mountain and thunder symbolize immense power, vitality, and strength. So there can be, if you can, my feel on this, if we can hold space for that, it could be very empowering at a deep level for us individually. Okay. So it says the sacred landscape wants you to know the following. This is your time. This is the time to claim your power and step into your potential. This doesn't necessarily mean that you will be without fear. I think that's pretty like innate in all of us, right? Instinctual, that need to like keep ourselves safe and survive. And so like just accepting, I guess I've had to work on that, accepting that that's going to arise at certain times. And again, can I make space for that? Can I be okay with that? You might feel uncertain, but do it anyway. Be courageous. Let the world hear your voice. Take a stand. Stand up for yourself and for others. Share your passion. Interesting. So I was really feeling, I was talking with colleagues about this in our school too, like just in general, feeling a lot of fire, a lot of almost fight energy a little bit this passing week. Like a lot of people really fired up about things. So this is really interesting. So I love this next part. So yeah, share your passion, teach from the heart. So I am really prone to that. I can really get a lot of fire energy. I can get a lot of fight. That is really innate in me. I know that about myself. For me, it's remembering to come back to that heart center. And not that there's a problem with that fire energy, but can I express it in a way that comes from the heart, right? That is when I know that's when it's really, really powerful, right? So just taking that breath, coming back to the heart space doesn't mean that you're not going to use your voice, doesn't mean that you're not going to, use that fire energy, but in a way that is heart-centered. I really love that. Write, and your hands will have great meaning. Hold your body as if you are incredibly valiant, noble, and brave. Very empowering, right? After all, you are. Oh, I love that. I absolutely love that. That's very, very fitting. Speaks to me personally right now. I'm feeling that energy as well, especially near the end of this past week. Like a little more of that fire energy than I have in quite a while. And so I love that about embracing that, but doing it in that heart-centered way. And that's kind of where your true power lies, right? Is if you can come from that really heart-centered place. I think that energy can be very transformative. All right. I love that one. Okay, perfect. Well, I hope that really spoke to you guys too. And then, moving into your week, remembering your personal power coming from the heart, that is very powerful. I know sometimes I don't know, in our society, that's like, oh, that's not very powerful. Like that is, I really feel like that is that true power when you come from that heart-centered place. So taking the breaths, engaging the practices you need to do that, and then letting that power move through and out into the world in a constructive way, right? In the constructive way. All right. Okay, guys. Well, I hope you have a really great week. And then we'll see you hopefully back next week. All right. Take care.